The entire course is grounded on 3 core competencies. The first is constructive alignment, which involves creating and aligning effective learning objectives, assessments, and instructional activities. The second is ecological adaptability, which involves analyzing the constraints and affordances of an instructional environment and problem solving accordingly. The final core competency is evidence-based teaching, which means applying principles from learning science to design the structure and experience of a course. There are 7 of these evidence-based learning principles in all, and we'll be discussing several of them during this course. The 7 principles encompass the topics of prior knowledge, knowledge organization, motivation, mastery, practice and feedback, course climate, and self-directed learning. All of this course will be focusing on the specifics of the online learning landscape, so that will be our first module. As you can see, we'll be exploring the learning principle of motivation in this module as well. We'll then turn to one of our core competencies, constructive alignment, to organize several of our other modules. Constructive alignment asks us to align 3 central components of teaching, the first of which is learning objectives, so we'll turn to those first, using the learning principle of mastery to guide our discussion. Those objectives need to be aligned with well-chosen instructional activities, so we'll spend the next module discussing practice and feedback, focusing, as you might guess, on that learning principle. The final component of constructive alignment is assessment, so in the 4th module, we'll turn to that topic. Having laid out the components of constructive alignment, we'll then circle back to instructional activities in the 5th module and consider different ways of presenting content, using the learning principle of prior knowledge to guide that discussion. One particularly effective way of presenting content in the online environment is through worked examples, and we'll devote our 6th module to those, folding in 2 learning principles, mastery and knowledge organization, in the process. Hopefully this graphic is helping to make clear the importance of organizing an online course in a purposeful way, and we'll turn to that very topic in Module 7, looking once again to knowledge organization as a way to frame that discussion. In our 8th and final module, we'll engage cognitive load, an important idea for online learning, which helps us to better theorize and design our content.